Hello, everybody. My name is Miriam and I'm here with Melia Brent-White. Hello, Melia, and welcome to our annual forecast of Nature Wisdom Messages for 2021.
Thanks, Miriam. I really enjoyed doing the messages last year, and I'm looking forward to putting all of our messages together this year. It's quite an amazing thing to see how consciousness just weaves the messages in together.
And just a little note, we both don't know what the other person has channeled. So I did January, March, and so on every other month, and you've done the other months. So last year what happened was I felt that there was a lot of synchronicity. It fit together quite well, even though I don't remember some of the messages because once I channel them, I forget them. So 2020 has been an interesting year, to say the least. Difficult at times, difficult probably for a lot of people. And I felt that there were a lot of messages from nature and from the animals to support us going through these difficulties. And I'm really kind of curious and looking forward to see what 2021 has in store. So shall we jump straight in and start with the first message?
Yes.
Mine. So for January, the way we do this, we ask whoever, nature or animal would like to come forward, or whatever energy, I think that's the best way to describe it, whatever energy would like to come forward and share a message for us for that month. January, I connected to a Christmas tree, and this is what the Christmas tree shared. I live in a big dark forest on the American continent, and the cool darkness always surrounds the ground and my roots. For me, darkness is a part of existence, and accepting it into your life makes you one with it. Darkness is the opposite from lightness, but neither one is better or worse. We are one because we hold both in our hearts. We will see a lot of darkness coming to the surface in this time, but as long as we stay grounded, our roots will stay strongly connected to Mother Earth. In this connection to Mother Earth lies the wisdom of the nature, which will come into your life to guide and support you.
Oh, it's just such a rich message. I can really feel and connect to the compost. Often I think it's that darkness, that earthiness, that kind of moistness of the breaking down that becomes the compost, which is the richness of the new. And that's what I was really feeling into when I was listening to your message for Christmas tree. I'm going to read my message for February, and I connected to a wild Chinese sun bear. And he said, this month might be a little bit difficult, a bit tricky, a bit of a roller coaster. Like a hangover, the party has to end somewhere. This month you come back to earth to make practical decisions. Think finances, planning, decisions. You might need to learn a new skill, and quick, but this will be easy as your brain is in learning mode. Think rapid fire technology. This is the mode that the brain is in at the moment. No time for rest this month. There's a bit of tough love that's needed to get things done. It's a month of cutting the crap, getting rid of the BS. And that was the end of that message.
I absolutely love that message. I feel it's so inspiring and something we've been talking about as well, sort of, and I think it's not just us, it's a lot of people. 2020 has shown us a completely different way to live in a way. There's some good, there's some bad, there's difficulties, but things have changed. So there's a lot more like online offerings, online courses, online teachings. So a lot of things that we used to do analog or in person are now available online. So now there's a possibility for us to sort of follow through and embrace these changes and see what does that mean for our life, what can we do with it. So I felt when you were reading this, I felt very kind of inspired, and I felt like, oh, what can I do? What can I create? Could it be an ebook, or could it be something else? So I feel there's a lot of, even though if it's difficult, there's a lot of energy surrounding it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That's great.
Welcome.
So my next message that I channel for March is from a butterfly. So this is what the butterfly said. When the sun comes out to play again, we butterflies are off to explore the world with our souls wide open. We're here to show you and remind you of joy. Joy is always and everywhere available for all. So stop, grab some joy and feel it trickling through your body. Follow the sensations in your body to find that joy to overcome the dried up tears inside you that are still being imprinted into your cells. We butterflies shake these stagnant energies off, and so should you. Shake it, and shake it some more until you can feel that sweet joy energy taking over your body.
I love it. Just feel that the rivers of joy. And it reminds me of, have you ever done that qigong shaking technique?
I did it in yoga. Yeah.
In yoga, yeah, where you get that full body shake and you do it for about 5 minutes. Such an important thing to rediscover that joy, that natural state of being. Well, my message for April is from, it's called itself a sunbird, but I actually think it's like a giant condor. So it's this ancient bird that used to cover the sun in the Americas. And I had to research what this bird was, but I think it's like a Aztec, Andean condor or something like that. A very, very big bird. And he said his name was Ancient One of the Skies. My bones are light and buoyant, yet I am heavy and have density. How can I be so big, yet so aerodynamic and elegant? I move forward silently and with ease, no kerfuffle of oars, no labouring of breath, just gliding, catching slipstreams and upwards vents, casually moving forward, quietening the mind to find the inner slipstream. Time moves forward effortlessly, and so do we.
That is beautiful. That is taking the energy out a little bit from February, this sort of little bit nervous energy, and now dropping into the rhythm and your own inner energy or dynamics. And this is quite nice, the idea of riding that wave, riding that sort of thermal wave. Beautiful.
February is kind of like scissors, and March is almost like golden light of joy coming in, and this one's almost like this,
flying off.
Yeah, but
yeah,
that smoothness.
That is really beautiful. Let's see what comes for May. So I channeled a message from a porcupine. And this is what the porcupine said to me and shared with me. Sometimes it is not easy to be a porcupine. People will think you're unfriendly because of our appearances. but we're not. We want to be petted and held just like any other soul on this planet, but that is not always possible. So we give each other energetic hugs. If you feel lonely or a bit lost, you can receive one of our energetic hugs. Sit quietly and imagine our porcupine energy surrounding you like a big colorful swirl. Inhale deeply and we will send you our porcupine energy. We know all about resting and recharging our batteries, and we would like to invite you to do the same. Breathe, rest, and feel your heart.
I've just been revisiting some heart math techniques actually, and when you started speaking, it brought to mind, they have the quick coherence technique. Anyone can Google it. It's free, from the heart math, and you breathe in and out from your heart, and then you feel a gratitude or renewing feeling. Think of something that you're grateful for, and you hold that in your heart. And I really felt that that big hug from the porcupine, and that energetic hug that I think we're all looking for. Energetic hugs, even the prickliest amongst us. It's so important to remember that everybody needs a hug.
Yeah.
My messenger for June was a diamond python. Basking in warmth, it warms the blood and energizes the cells. The mitochondria, which are the little energy powerhouses of the cells, love the sun energy. They find it exciting. Make sure you drink enough water. This helps all the cells. We are all changing. Our cells are changing, and we need fuel, and they need fuel, fire, and water. This message is like a scientific reminder of your body's basic needs. Don't forget your inner storehouse needs tending. Stoke the fire, water the horse.
That is so nice, because I mean, we had the imprinted on ourselves in January, so January, February. So we're being reminded that there's energetic imprints in ourselves, and to take care not of just of our muscles and stomach, but to go down into this dimension, this tiny dimension of the cells, and not to forget that. I think it's great reminder to see that we are like so many cells. We're just not our organs and muscles. There's so much more, and which is us, and which holds energy and information. That, yeah. I don't even know what to say to that, but I like that. I like the idea to be reminded of that. So drinking water.
And it's the prana, as they talk about in yoga, or the chi in the traditional Chinese medicine. It's the life force energy, and it's important to accept it. Sometimes we can be forgetting that there's other energy available to us.
And also take care of it. Take responsibility for that as well, not just the big stuff. It's a bit like, the little stuff as well. Don't forget the little stuff.
Don't forget the cells.
Yeah.
You're a community.
So July, I channeled a fire, or I channeled a message from a fire. And this is what the fire said. I'm burning in a big forest, and for me the synergy between fire, the oxygen of the air, and the dry wood on the ground is a beautiful composition. We play together and we're one. As there's no division between different energies, we're all the same. But the human mind wants to break everything into little parcels to make it more easily to digest. Today you can decide to see everything as one. Go out in nature and experience the oneness. Soften your gaze and move your view over the different shapes and textures and remind yourself, we are one.
That reminds me of, you know, the 3 Celtic spirals, or the Holy Trinity, or the 3, like heaven and earth and us in the middle, the 3, that reminder of synergy that creates life. It's really beautiful. I'm going to read the message for August, and we are going right back in time to the first known hominid. I'm not sure if science is exactly right on this one, but anyway, we're not going to go into any refuting of known facts at this moment, but we're going back to Africa, and we're going back to the ancestor known as Lucy. So they did find this small skeleton in one of the valleys, and she's the oldest known humanoid ancestor. So Lucy came in. We've come a long way, you and I. Oh, the millennia we've stepped across, the mountains traversed, the rivers crossed, the fires burnt, the meals shared. I live within you, calling you home, calling you to connection. You and I are one. Ancestor and descendant, different parts of the ribbon of time. How can this knowledge help you today? Do not forget the resourcefulness required to make it this far. Survival in an art, but so is connection to the great nature spirit. I'm not gone, I'm here. And she showed me that she was here in our thymus, the endocrine gland above our heart. I'm not lonely, we are together. And when you need me, think of me, and I will guide you to connect to the aliveness of the living web. And then I saw an image of ripples of blue and green and peacock colors, which seem to symbolize a reminder of the living web.
You know, this is another reminder of being one, or that there's more kind of in us than that we sometimes see. And, you know, having the ancestors in us, you know, I don't know how many years people have been researching this, but it's become a little, you know, a known fact that we carry a lot of the information from ancestors, you know, through our genes. And this is like something, it's nice to just be reminded of that we bring so much old wisdom, nature wisdom, with us, and it's sort of in us. And I love this. I mean, sometimes we do this, you know, tapping in this area as well. It's okay. So to access that wisdom.
Energy. Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's fine. I'll continue with September. And September, I channeled a message from a border collie, a dog taking care of sheep, a sheep herding dog. So this is what the border collie said. I'm a dog full of energy and I love to be active. I live in a house surrounded by wide open spaces. You might think my life is perfect, but I can tell you it is not always easy. My inner nervousness tells me to run, run, run. And when I follow that, I get overtired and stressed. Does that sound familiar to you? I know a few humans that have the same problem, always running, running, running. My body wants to use the activity to compensate for everything: sadness, anger, irritation, joy, and happiness. And among all the high-flying energy, I need to rest and be calm. If I don't do that, I harm myself and I get sick. And you humans have been dealing with that with a lot of high-flying planetary energy this year. So you also need to give yourself rest and relaxation. You can join me in a short meditation by connecting to my energy. Just breathe in and out and imagine me sitting next to you, watching the wide open fields. Exhale and let any stagnant energy go.
Just like to acknowledge that just like the border collie has the inclination to run, we also have this inclination to talk. So I like to kind of just sit for a few moments and soak into that message. And I'm going to move on to the messenger for October, which is from a damselfly. The body is heavy, yet it stays afloat. Flap your gossamer wings this month to stay afloat. Don't go under. Your buoyancy is very important right now. The outside world looks a bit crazy, yet you always land right side up. Remember that. It's a self-correcting mechanism. Changes in staffing and movement may happen. Who knows where it's going? Who knows where? Just stay right side up.
So there's another reminder of kind of, going with the flow, going with the wave, flying with the wave. And so I feel there's a little bit of a theme this year. And what comes to mind is a surfboard and, surfing the waves and going with that, the nature, going with the natural waves of the water. So like
and the natural buoyancy.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck under the ocean and you try to swim to the top, you might be swimming in the wrong direction. If you just stop and allow the natural buoyancy of your body, you'll come to the surface.
Yeah. Beautiful. So November comes with some sort of soil message. I don't know, this doesn't sound right, but I channeled a message from soil, and this is what the soil said. I'm dark, heavy, and wet, and rich in nutrients. I live in the north, where the summers are short and the winters are long. I'm the mother to many, many animals and organisms, and I love to provide. You might think that I'm passive, just lying on the ground, but I'm very active. I'm providing and nurturing. Nurturing can be done by just being. You sometimes don't need big gestures for your children or animals to feel nurtured. Love is the biggest and the smallest gesture of all. And when we express our love and nurturing to ourselves and to the ones around us, we let this precious healing energy flow to wherever is needed. Let your heart do the healing.
Had an experience recently with a horse that's not mine, and we connected very deeply through the heart. And I said, I see you, and she said, I see you, and we just shifted layers of projected energy about who we were or what we thought we were. And I feel that really, really ties in with that message from soil, that heart connection and the releasing of everything superfluous to just be nurtured by being seen, by consciousness, and in turn seeing. I had to have a little bit of a chuckle, Miriam, because my message from December is from Gaia, from the earth. So I just love how it just weaves together. And I love how it makes sense as the year progresses as well. It's almost like I don't really see the picture, but then as the year progresses, go, oh, that's what that was about. All right, Gaia said for December, consolidation. You live with me. I live with you. We are housemates, lovers, companions, the best of friends. Do not forget that I truly am your best friend. There is no other. I may shake, explode, do unexpected things, but everyone has their ups and downs, even me. A floating rock careening through space, you balancing precariously despite the gravity, the polarity, the changes. Like a dancer, we truly are the best of friends, like no other.
And you know what? For me, this is like, okay, 2021, what is this all about? And I can feel connection and feel there's, connecting to Mother Earth, connecting to animals, connecting to energies, not to be separate anymore. Be connected. And this is for me, this sort of, that comes through in a lot of these messages. It's beautiful. So thank you, Melia. Thank you for the energetic messages. We really hope that you all like these messages or they bring you inspiration. And what we thought would be a nice thing to do now is to do some little breathing to seal these messages, and also to maybe come up with a word, because we were kind of thinking, to take one word into 2021 and as a sort of inspiration for next year, to what does it mean, what is in it for us. And so what we thought, we'll do a little bit of breathing. So if you wanted to join us in some breathing, you can put your hands, maybe put one hand on your heart area and the other hand on your belly. And you can close your eyes if you like. Take a deep breath in into your belly. And exhale through the mouth. Take another deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Continue to breathe in your own rhythm. And feel your belly expand when you breathe in. And when you exhale, feel the air exhaling. Just feel how your breath is calming, how your breath is getting longer and deeper. When you exhale, you can let go of any tension in your muscles. And then just feel into your heart and see if you receive a word. Anything that comes up for you. There's no right or wrong. And sometimes it takes a few moments. Just stay with it. And when you received your word, you can slowly open your eyes, put your hands to prayer position. You can thank the universe or the energies for your word. Would you like to share your word?
Rory's was peace. Peace and sacrifice. But the message behind that was have less. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I think it was stuck.
So I did receive 2, peace, and then it was followed by sacrifice. So the message behind that was have less to gain more.
That's nice. I got blooming. So, you know, kind of, I think using what's there and making it bloom, you know, it's sort of, yeah, the transformation of using, you know, like the soil that is there, that's surrounding the roots, to bring it up, to bring it in the out. Yeah. And for me, it was not just the beauty, it was the changing, the transformation of that state. So, and the flow of the energy. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Miriam.
Thank you, Melia. So this was interesting again, and I'm looking forward to revisiting all these different messages each month and really sort of see what they mean to me and to us, and what we can take from them. So again, thank you very much. This was fun. I think 2021 will be an interesting year, and we wish you all a wonderful, wonderful 2021.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.